Thank you guys so much for joining us for our first virtual networking meeting. Today we have Yvonne Lissetti. Yvonne, you want to talk a little bit about yourself and then we'll move it on down the line.
You bet. I'm Yvonne Lissetti and I'm a physical therapist assistant, personal trainer of 32 years working with senior care needs. I own Hire a Daughter, which provides in-home personal training and holistic therapies, and I do brain-based personal training, teaching my clients how to use skills to minimize their cognitive decline and optimize their mental clarity. So I'm just really embracing being a coach to our greatest generation right now, and they need our love and support, even if it's through a phone call. It really means a lot to them. So I learned something today on the news, and instead of calling it social distancing, it's nice to just say personal distancing, so that we can let our seniors know we are still available for them in any way that we can reach out to them and support them and listen to them and coach them.
Wonderful. And Yvonne and I actually did one of my first SBB lives this morning. If everybody can watch that on Seniors Blue Book's page and share it, we would be grateful. All right, we'll move it over to Mark Beelan with a Vow Hospice. How are you today?
I'm doing great, especially being able to at least see people virtually, being in this remote situation most of the time.
Sure.
Normally, as a community liaison for VOW, I'm doing presentations and at networking events and representing at VOWs at expos and trade shows. And so obviously that's been all turned upside down, but doing quite a few Zoom meetings and GoToMeet and a lot of phone and email and just trying to reach out. One of the things I've been doing is letting people know that we are offering all of our services. We're offering all our levels of hospice care, including our inpatient unit. So our campus is basically closed down for meetings and events, but our hospice house is open for patients, as well as our home care, our respite care, and the crisis care that we offer as far as the hospice services.
And all of your reps are taking turns at the hospice house volunteering, which is amazing. So tell us a little bit about what your day looks like when you're taking care of the front desk over there.
Yes, we are taking turns because our volunteers are currently not participating in any in-person activities. And I didn't ask why. I think because of the average age being in the high-risk area. So both the marketing team, which I'm part of, and our foundation staff has been taking turns at the front lobby, which entails greeting guests and we do a screening. We ask several questions. We have a little sticker that they put on their forehead that shows their temperature. And the one restriction we have that we didn't have prior to the coronavirus threat is that we only allow 2 visitors per patient at the moment, but we're still allowing them to visit. And now when you walk in and you come to the front desk, there's plexiglass between us and them and an intercom system that they'll probably keep at this point. It's just a sanitary type thing.
That's a safety measure. It's nice that they're doing that for all of you that are coming in, and thank you for still being on the front lines. I can say that pretty much for all of you. As you know, with my job, most of it is going out and seeing people and networking and creating these educational courses for our seniors. So I've had to get pretty creative here, being cooped up at home. I think you guys can tell I've gotten creative with my green screen and try to do as many of these as I can. So by the time this is all over, I will be more digitally inclined and educated than I ever thought I would ever be. All right, Jessica, I see you're on mute.
Oh, I am?
It's Jessica. Oh,
sorry. Yes, I should have clarified. Jessica Bennett. I'm almost doing like the Brady Bunch here. So, Jessica Bennett with Park Royal Hospital. Tell us what's going on with you and tell us about your normal daily role and how it's changed during these uncertain times and how you're adjusting.
Well, so Park Royal Hospital is freestanding behavioral health hospital. We are, of course, open and business as usual, inpatient. Maybe some more staff out, so we are all pitching in and helping. So normally what I'm doing is I'm out on the road, I'm visiting nursing homes, assisted living facilities, and physicians, and networking, going to your events. And now I am learning how to Zoom and do all those fun digital things that you were learning, getting creative and networking that way. And I'm also pitching in at the hospital a few days a week, working in admissions. So
Good. Okay.
So mental health is very important right now. We are definitely seeing people coming in who are already struggling with anxiety, where it's heightened, and people who are, already struggling with mental illness. It's definitely getting difficult, and we're pretty busy. So, but we're here to help, open and here to help for any needs.
So obviously you're still taking in new patients.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, at a time like this, people need behavioral health services.
Yeah.
We are looking into also doing more telehealth for those in an outpatient basis.
That was going to be my next question of you. I know you mentioned that you're doing a lot of the Zoom. Have you started maybe any virtual support groups or anything like that?
No, we're discussing how we want to do that. So just getting familiar with Zoom right now, doing this meeting. I have another networking meeting. I've had a few. So now we are starting to schedule webinars. So we should have some scheduled by the end of the week.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
All right, Christina, my dear, you are on mute. There you go.
Yeah, I got it. Well, heart, body, and mind, we are in the forefront of taking measures for all of our caregivers and our clients. So Ralph has volunteers making masks.
That's great.
Right now, all of our caregivers are fitted with masks and gloves. And our clients, if they want masks, we're giving it to them. We've also, all of our caregivers are doing an online training for COVID-19.
Oh, good.
So we have really been proactive. Ralph started this just as soon as, before everybody else started taking precautions, Ralph was on it. So we're very proud of our caregivers. They're out there working hard. They're, in the midst of it. And so we're still up for business. And unlike everybody else, I'm working from home and to network. I'm helping out with the office, doing some scanning. But I'm very proud of us. I think we've done a great job with all of our caregivers, making sure they're safe and making sure our clients are safe.
So you mentioned the name Ralph a lot. For the folks that don't know, Ralph is the owner. You want to talk a little bit about Ralph himself and the company as a whole?
Yeah, Ralph and Pearl Lawton are the owners of Heart, Body, and Mind. We are locally owned and operated. We're called Heart, Body, and Mind. And really, Ralph and Pearl put every bit of their heart into this business.
They sure did.
And I think it's just amazing how they always put the caregivers and the clients ahead of, everybody else. I mean, taking care of all of us. They're taking care of the office staff. I'm so proud to be a part of them. And if anybody out there needs help, please give us a call.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't you one of the few home care companies that does take Medicaid?
Yeah, we do the long-term care Medicaid supplement. They have to have a case manager and their case managers. But yes, we do. We are one of the few.
Very few. So I think it's important to mention that there's like a handful of very small handful that do. So I think it's important to talk about that. And also, what an amazing holistic approach. I think when I sat down with Ralph many years ago and got to know him, his passion really shined through. And they take a holistic approach to home care. So I think
Yes.
that's important to mention.
We do. And, you know, we're also a preferred provider for the VA and all the, like you said, Medicare supplements.
Yes. Yes.
Medicaid supplements.
All right. Jessica, welcome on to you, babe.
Hi. I'm doing well. We are still over here open and accepting new residents, of course. So we are, of course, doing any cognitive impairments, but we're also accepting anybody with Parkinson's or have strokes or anything like that. We're trying to, help out any of our community partners to help relieve some stress on the hospitals and these.
So while her connection hopefully will come back, for those of you that don't know, Jessica is the marketing liaison at Memory Care of Naples. She sent me an email the other day on some of their move-in procedures and the things that they're doing. And they have really stepped up and let me know when you're back on, Jessica. I think you've got a little...
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you got a little bit of a spotty connection going in and out, but I can hear you fine now.
Yeah.
So tell them about this
Okay.
move-in procedure and how you guys are taking the minimum days down for respite.
So our minimum used to be 3 days for our respite stay, but now we are waiving that. So if someone wants to move in just temporarily in case they're worried about their health, we are more than willing to take them in. We're all inclusive, and we have nursing staff on hand 24 hours. So we're able to do testing on site and help anybody out with any health related questions or, just want a safe, secure spot to wait out the storm.
Yes. And
then if
the daily rate is pretty reasonable as well. Is it $185?
Yep, it's $185, and then if anyone wants to move in after that, I have a special I can give them. And then we, of course, still have our shared rooms and our private rooms for long-term stay as well. We just have to have a clearance from the doctor and then 2 negative testing within 24-hour period, and we're able to take them in.
Perfect. And I thought it's pretty impressive. When you think about a lot of these adult day centers have unfortunately had to close their doors. And for those people that are used to getting a respite during the day with their loved one, some of them go 5 days a week. I can say for certainty that there's several of those adult day centers that are now looking to utilize these services, and typically with respite in a memory care community like Jessica's, there would have been a minimum stay. But if that loved one is experiencing caregiver burnout and they're about ready to lose it, they can call Jessica. And I know there's probably quite a few communities that are going to follow your lead, but right now I think as far as I know, you're the only one that has waived that minimum stay and have been so amazing with your rates for that minimum stay. So kudos to Memory Care of Naples for doing that.
Thank you.
So do you all have questions for each other? That's kind of how I want to play this.
Let's see.
Anybody?
Oh.
Well, let's start back over. Yvonne, we talked about mindfulness and meditation this morning on our SBB Live and staying calm in the storm. Do you have any advice for our participants in today's virtual networking on just using mindfulness and meditation during this time of uncertainty?
Absolutely, including myself. I find myself, really having to practice what I coach my clients on. Of course, I start with myself, so that I am as grounded as possible to share my love and my peace, and they pick up on that. So right now, under these uncertain times, for all of us, we really need to put a priority on making sure that we're being proactive with taking care of ourselves, instead of being reactive to what's going on in the world around us, because we are in control and we can change the way we respond to stress, and we can have the power, and we can start with us by engaging in practices and habits that support our stability and ways to ground ourselves and to bring ourselves calmness, and our families, because our families are picking up on, we all play roles with our residents and our clients, and so we take that really, we're really putting them as a priority, while our families also picking up on that as well. So when we're at home or in front of them, we need to be exuding as much peace and love and groundedness as we possibly can. So now's a great time if we each have a little bit of extra time. I know we're all still kind of really busy, but to maybe find a time during the day, or my coaching challenge this morning with our residents, our viewers, is to start to get my coaching challenge in the morning. Give yourself the opportunity to take, even if it's just a few minutes, to practice some of your spiritual practices, whatever they may be. Some relaxation breathing. So I call it mindful relaxation breathing, meditation, prayer, a little yoga, a little exercise. So that morning is really important. There's books on all of that. Just embracing your morning so that you start your day with powerful intention. And I can say that really helps me. When I skimp on that, my day doesn't go as well. So it's really important to invest in ourselves right out of the gate in the morning, even if it's just a few minutes, to embrace those things, those spiritual practices that feed our souls. And then relaxation breathing, I teach just to really breathe in and out your mouth, and to use an attitude of surrender when we're breathing out. Really letting go. And when you breathe in, use an attitude of gratitude, breathing in healing words. And that's just kind of a simple thing that we can all embrace and incorporate into our lives, and teach our colleagues, coworkers, residents, clients to just try to incorporate that one habit in their day, to just take a few minutes to really breathe in some attitude of gratitude, healing words, calm, peace, courage, faith, and breathe out. Let go of the anxiety, tension, and really try to think about, it is possible to calm our minds down. It is possible to give our minds a little stillness. And the more we practice the relaxation, breathing, visualization, meditation, embracing letting go, and breathing in, and the gratitude, the vitality, but really know that it is a priority to learn how to still and quiet our minds down. That really goes a long way, I believe. And that's a hard thing for me. I'm ADHD, and it's helping me.
I think most people are. I'm self-diagnosed.
Yeah, exactly.
Most marketers are.
Exactly. Well, Mark, I know you do a lot with veterans and out in Immokalee. What's going on in your situation right now, and how is there anything that we can do to help? What are some remarks that you may have for us?
Well, one thing I'd like to bring up is that we had been developing a VOW TV.
Okay.
And we started, it was informational and had videos for caregivers in English and in Spanish. And then when all this started to happen, we decided to put some music therapy videos on the channel. So we have that available, and we've had a really positive response. Natalie Gonzalez, who's one of our music therapists, had 400 likes in one day on Facebook. I ended up doing some laughter therapy videos. They're not on the channel yet, but I think one of them's going on this week. And one thing about laughter therapy, similar to what was said about the breathing, it helps with circulation, but it also helps with building the immune system and decreasing stress, which is extremely relevant at this time. So just be on the lookout. It's avow.tv is the website.
Okay.
And just to let people know about that and the fact that we're still offering all of our services. And I'm doing the best I can to keep in touch here in the Mockley community, again, through Zoom and phone and emails and with our veteran community. And we'll do some great things with veterans as well. Working on a few things that I'll update you on once we finalize those.
Fantastic. Yeah, and I shared that video of Natalie, and I'm planning on doing a separate SBB Live with her to talk about what she's doing in the community. It's a beautiful thing. So kudos to Avow for that as well. Mm-hmm. All right, Jessica B, we got you on mute. So talk about mental health right now. I think all of us are going to start struggling with mental health, especially marketers that are used to having constant connections. What are some things that you would recommend we continue to do, and how can you help?
Well, I agree with what the study said. Definitely the prayer. Sorry, the first name's not right there.
Call her Coach Yvonne.
Coach Yvonne, I like it. Prayer, meditation in the morning, and intention and mindfulness are all very important things. We have to be self-aware of what we're feeling and be able to process it. So a couple of things I'd like to add to that is something that I've been doing is taking a walk every evening and just being outside and sunshine and everything and moving has been really helpful. And I was on a Zoom with some professionals, therapists and other behavioral health workers, and just processing everybody saying what they were feeling and what they were doing about it, and what not to do about it. I've seen a lot of memes about the quarantine diet. So definitely not the wisest choice in dealing with our anxiety about the current situation.
My refrigerator asked me what the heck I'm doing there every 5 minutes. That's my quarantine diet.
So just, not doing those negative behaviors and focusing on the positive behaviors and being grateful. We're in healthcare and, we're on the front lines and we still have jobs where a lot of people have lost their jobs. And so just being grateful of what we do have is really, really important.
Yeah.
And, we're looking at doing like a Facebook Live on self-care, especially for a lot of the moms out there who are suddenly having to work at home and take care of the children. And, it can be their
diets have resulted in an influx of alcohol. Those are some of the funny memes that I'm getting.
Okay, I haven't seen as many of those. Well, no, I'm lying. I have seen a few of them. Yeah. So all those things, go take a walk instead. Everything in moderation. Wine is good. Chocolate is good. All of that is good in moderation. So looking into telehealth and just staying connected to other people and make you feel better. Laughing with y'all, that'll brighten my day.
This is fun. I'm enjoying it a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. So, those are just a couple of things that we're doing.
Okay, fantastic. And when you're ready to do a live, let me know. We'll get it set
Okay.
up.
Awesome. Thanks.
All right, Christina, I'll let you get off mute.
Okay.
So talk to me about what you guys are doing to protect like your workers that are going into the home. Some of the extra.
Okay. Well, we started. It's been, I think, a couple of weeks ago when this all started. We called all of our caregivers first, and then our clients, and we did a survey over the phone with them. Based on information from the CDC. And we would ask them 4 main questions. And in fact, while we was doing that, we had a client that answered the questions to the point where he should have been tested for the COVID. So we went ahead and got a hold of his his physician and got that underway and took care of that for him. But also, every time our caregivers they clock in on their phone or the client's phone, they're asked 4 main questions. That's based on the CDC. So if they answered any of those questions were negative, they're not able to clock in. So then it comes to the office, and we are aware that, hey, they answered those questions where they might need to be tested. So we're taking every precaution we can. Like I said, all caregivers have masks at this point. We're on point to make 150 more this week. So they're going to start handing those out to the clients and their families. I'm trying to think. What else? We've just been busy in the office, taking care of everyone. I appreciate all our healthcare workers, no matter what they're doing. They're out there. Their families are at home while they're out there taking care of these people. And healthcare has always been my heart. So I appreciate that my company is really taking care of all of them.
That's great. That's great. I posted this the other day. My mom works at Publix, and I wish that they would give them the same courtesy to allow them to wear masks.
Right.
That's not happening, but I don't want to forget about those people as well. What we do is so important, but there's a lot of people out there that are putting their lives at risk just to make sure we have food in our bellies every night.
Exactly. I was thinking about that when I was at the store the other day with all the workers walking around without gloves on and masks, and they're stocking the shelves, and they're out there with the public all the time. So hopefully soon they will be able to get masks and protective care too.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, Jessica, talk to us about your Safe Movement program and what you guys are doing to ensure new people coming in are not jeopardizing the safety of your current residents, and just anything that you want to add.
Sure. Well, we, of course, if they're moving in, we ask that they show negative test results if they had any symptoms from their doctor. We are also trying to self-isolate them in their room before we introduce them into the population here. We are also practicing social distancing with all our residents, which has been very fun to teach them every day why they can't sit with their best friend. So it's been, a learning curve for everybody. We have all our staff is wearing masks 24 hours a day, lots of hand sanitizers and washing of hands constantly, as everybody else knows, all the fun videos of how long to wash your hands and how you do it. So
happy birthday, baby.
Yes. We had everybody singing yesterday after lunch how to wash their hands, so it was very fun. Yeah. So we're doing that, a lot of keeping everyone outside, enjoy the sunshine. We're doing a lot of videos with our residents for their family members, so they're able to keep that contact with them as well.
Great.
Yeah.
That's great. I love seeing some of the videos of seniors talking to their family members. It's technology is a great thing, especially, you can see that it can get us through this, and as Yvonne mentioned, we'll all be stronger and come out of this even better.
Yes, definitely. All learning new things. It's fun for everyone.
Collectively healing.
Yes.
Any closing remarks, guys?
I would just like to say to everyone out there, please stay healthy and safe and do your part.
Right. Take the stay at home seriously.
Right.
If you can, obviously. All right, Jessica Whalen, you were going to add?
Oh, no, just it was nice to see everybody. I can't wait to see everyone in person again. But this was great. And yeah, stay healthy. Wash your hands.
Every single one of you know what a hugger I am. This is it's killing me. Anything about me, I need my hugs. All right, Jessica B, did you have any closing remarks?
Yeah, just, wash your hands, stay safe. And if you need any behavioral health needs, give us a call at Park Royal Hospital and we're happy to help.
Perfect. Thank you. Mark?
Just thanks for doing this. And I think it was a great idea. And I'd like to see more of this kind of interaction. It really helps get us through the day, I think, and also share information. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yvonne, anything else? I know you leave us with our coach for the day.
Again, if I can help any of you all or any of your clients, a phone call, I'd be happy to talk with them at any time. And my landline goes straight to my cell phone, so you can't text that. But I do have an out-of-state cell phone. So my ad is in the Senior Blue Book. Again, if I can help any of you or your residents or your clients, please look at my ad and use my landline, and I'm there for all of them. And I'll leave you all with prayers of peace and strength and wellness.
Namaste. All right. Thank you guys so much. It was great to see all of you, and we'll do it again soon.
Thank you, Amanda.
Thank you so much.